So that being said, spawning in the top left side of the map, playing for TCM, it's going to be the blue Zerg player, Soulkey, not taking a fast gold.
In the bottom right, with an odd positioning of his barracks, it's the orange Terran Journey.
So this is kind of neat because on one hand, this does fully wall off his natural, so he doesn't have to worry about Lings running in. On the other hand, too, it is like that Reaper opener that we talked about before. Expecting to see something like this on Orbital a lot more than Preon Terraces.
It does happen on Preon Terraces sometimes. It's not a bad map for Reapers with that little ledge. Oh, 3 racks. Oh, hey. Oh, wow. Journey, really amping up the cheese here. Now, this is still... The power behind this Reaper opener is just... There's so much power. It's the Reapers in general, sending off drones and queens. It's the grenades, disrupting mining time, being able to kite whatever comes across the map anyways. And it's the fact that even after all is said and done, especially with this wall, you can macro out of it. You can get a command center, you can get Marines, you know, coming out fast enough to defend against most things. Soulkey will have a queen, and a couple of Lings to help defend against the first Reaper, but of course it's that snowball effect that really makes this good.
Alright, back ledge. See if that ends up being the path of the Reapers. Unscouted so far, the Overlords will not see this coming.
Let's see how Soulkey responds to this. He has had to deal with his fair share of Reaper proxies and, you know, triple racks and 2 racks and whatnot. You can deal with it with Speedlings and Queens, especially if you're able to snipe any one of these early Reapers to really stop that snowball. But of course, the easiest way and the most assured way is to go for Roaches and Ravagers.
Yeah, more specifically that Ravager more than anything else. Roaches can certainly get the job done, but they can be kited by high amounts of Reapers with those grenades. It's starting to really get scary. Soulkey, he is going to go for the Speedlings is the answer to this. And with really good control, you can make Speedlings work. But unfortunately, you can't just A-move and surround like you used to, because the second you do, bombs go down, everybody spreads, and the Reapers just jump away. Oh, dude, gotta be careful with his own Reapers, though.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Oof. But it is a very high Reaper count now. It's up to 7, of course, with 3 coming across the field. Preon Terrace is not an absolutely huge map. Instead of trying to chase the Reapers back and then have Reapers just kite you all damn day, Soulkey just circumvents them completely, and Journey did not notice this. But his wall should be up. I mean, there's no reason not to be. Reapers can jump down cliffs. So he'll have time to, you know, pull SCVs and repair, no problem.
I hope he does, because right now he's not, and... He can't use grenades to defend this. He'll send the Lings over the wall.
Whoopsie.
Oh, Journey, not thinking about this. Classic. This is like, everyone in the beta does this once. And you're like, okay, I will never do that again. Journey does it for the first time in the Olimoleague. Ugh.
Yeah. A little bit awkward. Almost lost that Reaper. But it does send the Lings back. Unfortunately, because, you know, he had to also kind of micro back at home. The Reapers on this side of the map weren't doing a whole lot. They were defended by a couple of Queens, 5 Queens actually, damn. And whatever Lings were popping out from those eggs. So, was it an effective build? Sure, I'd say so. I mean, he's still getting his own 3rd CC, right? And, you know, delayed Soulkeys quite a while.
Oh.
He has a lot of Reapers that aren't necessarily the most useful mid-game tool, but there are so many of them that they're always going to be a little bit scary.
I don't like that he's still producing them, to be honest, but you're right. It's against a kill on the hatcheries, so I take all that back. That should have easily been a cancel.
Yeah, of course. Very bad here. And I agree, like, he could have already transferred over to Marines and have a very sizable Marine force. They wouldn't have any upgrades, and they would be waiting a very long time to get medevacs to really push. But just on the off chance that, you know, you do need Marines over Reapers. Usually that is only if they go for fast metas, though, which is not what Soulkey did. He tried to go for Roaches.
All right, and by the way, SCVs do get repaired this time, so it's not going to be as dicey or scary as before. Another kill, not a cancel. I'm not sure what's going on with Soulkey Zombie Grub, but he's not got these hatcheries on lockdown. He's donating a ton of minerals away. 600
minerals, well, including the drones, even more. This is quite bad, and what seemed like a fairly good defense, you know, he had those Queens pushing it back, is now going to really snowball. He doesn't really have to run away from this, but he's afraid of the Lings. Those roads just gonna crow across the map, it looks like. Of course, they don't have speeds. It's gonna take a while. And Journey did try and start making some Marines, but no bunker, no Marauders, and only just starting his Marine production. Still waiting on some of these, tech labs and reactors and whatnot.
Oh,
Reapers do find the roaches, though.
The problem is they also find the Ravagers. You could actually use the grenades to kite the roaches for a long time, but you can't reach the Ravagers. However, Soulkey a little bit slow to respond with those Ravagers, loses one already.
Yeah, there's just so many Reapers that diving on top of these Ravagers is worth it. Like, the Ravagers do go down to this many Reapers. Buying a lot of time. Of course, Soulkey wanted to wait for new Ravagers anyways, so now the bunkers are coming down. 3 of them, in fact. I mean, he could probably have hold with just, 2, but playing it really safe, and why not?
Oh, he's gonna be able to cancel Stim.
Oh, poor Stim.
Oh, that's gonna suck a lot, actually. Ravage just goes flopping and flailing all over the place.
That does suck. Yeah, put a tech lab on his 2 main barracks, which is gonna be a lot safer.
But I feel like that Stim, as good of a snipe as that was, it doesn't really kill Journey, because Journey did kill 2 hatcheries leading into this. That third's only still just finishing. There's no gold income for Soulkey yet, so this is good pressure, but this isn't gonna win the game for him.
No, it's not. Once Journey has a sizable bio count, unfortunately it will not be with Stim, but when it's sizable enough, he'll take his 3rd base, his own gold base, and Soulkey, this is like, this is, sure, it's pressure and it's a little bit scary, but it's, behind this he's not really getting scarier, I guess is the best way to put it. He's not going to a 4th gold base, he's not getting a ton more roaches. It really is manageable for Journey even without Stim for now.
I feel like double lifting these barracks and just pushing through with what he has would be a lot better than taking these Corsair bile hits. He's bleeding out so many SCVs, just constantly taking those shots.
Yeah, just lift and let him take on the bunkers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is no longer a wall off anyways. Reaper's coming from behind, just gonna put some grenades right into the bums of these Ravagers, pushing them into the Marines.
Ooh, nice.
That kind of works out nicely. It looks like these will finish off the Ravagers. So Reaper hype. Somehow, someway, Journey actually finds a way to use Reapers 8 minutes of the game.
Yeah, they were pretty damn good. They lasted a long time. Journey finally has a tank, and Soulkey, as I said, like, he was making units instead of just droning hardcore, but it wasn't a lot of units, and certainly on 2 base, Journey was going to be able to hold. 3 base might get trickier, but he has some tanks, he has Stim soon as well, and combat shields did finish, and he's starting to get those medevacs. His composition's looking better and better despite that Stim snipe, and Soulkey's is still looking like, lame mid-game roach composition. Oh, there's already well, it's not a drop, but another harassment force of Reapers.
Yeah. I just want to give a small thank you to Reams, by the way. Just donated $5 to the stream. No message, but big love from us nonetheless.
Thank you. Oh, these Reapers. And especially with so little wings as Soulkey has, he has to send back roaches, which he doesn't have a lot to spare to take care of this.
Okay, so I just had a really cool idea of something you probably couldn't do too well in 1v1, but would be like a sick Archon mode strat. What if Reapers could use their grenades from the medevacs and drop them from above? I feel like literally carpet bomb with Reaper bombs. I don't think it would be balanced in any way, shape, or form. I just think it'd be really cool. Command center being lifted and forced by this link to just kind of hover in the air. Can't really do too much.
Well, Soulkey's trying to get to basically what he always tries to get to, but in such a weird fashion. He's behind because this game is gone like it has, and it's not going to be nearly as clean cut as, well, basically that first game where we saw the true strength of Soulkey's fast Hive, the Roach Ravager into Muta's Ravager into Hive. It's all types of wonky now. You thought the baneling speed was late last game. Well, this game, it's going to be like 12 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I guess in context, it might be the same level of late because of how late Stim itself was, but in general, yeah, baneling speed being so delayed is going to hurt.
Now, Journey, he bled out a lot of those SCVs. His 3rd base wasn't taken as fast as it, maybe he was hoping for. He did have to deal with those Ravagers for quite a long time, and was a little sloppy in handling, to be honest. It wasn't absolutely perfect defense. So he's only at 50 SCVs himself, and Soulkey has finally gotten up to a really good count at 70, 13 drones just popped. So it's certainly not game over for Soulkey, who's This game has just been really, really wonky, but it's just that the momentum does feel like it's more in Journey here, especially if this drop does any amount of damage.
If there was Banelings to clean this up, this actually wouldn't be so bad, but there are no Banelings, no speed for if there were. Ravager's going to try and fire off a couple corrosive bile shots, and that pushes the army back for a second.
Yeah. Just taking really good engagements, why not? You can afford that. Going to the middle of the map, at least cleaning up creep. These do have medevacs, they can get out of here. Might kill the third, they'll definitely will kill that third base. The drop from the main goes to the third. Oh, poor Mutas.
Poor everything.
He never knew what life was.
I mean, the nice thing is Soulkey is on the gold base, which is good for him. But so is Journey at this point.
Back to the main. Ugh. It's like, the mutas, sure, they'll help, but there's so many medevacs and so many units that it's really the Banelings on the low ground that would be more helpful.
Yeah.
If he had any.
Agreed. Not to mention this boost cooldown's been working out really well in his favor. It just constantly outruns the mutas. Baneling speed is going to finish up in a moment, but there's still not a lot of Banelings. Total of 1, actually. Hey, guy! Hey, buddy! It's literally just 1 Baneling.
He tried so hard. Oh, now he's rolling.
He's Bane Man, is what he is.
Yeah. Well, this drop gets out. It's gonna join up with the main force. Oh, we might be able to kill the 4th, or well, this is the 5th now, I guess. Yeah.
Well, actually, in contest
Why
basis,
not?
this is like the 8th, but you know.
Yeah, that's true. With the first 2 plants are kills.
Where's that Baneling? Bane Man, fighter of the night man. Oh.
Watch him die and not do anything.
I'm gonna have this thing selected, and I'm gonna follow it when the fight comes out. I want to see what it does. But the tank setup is really nice. The spread is good. There's not a lot of speed, which means there's gonna be even less engagement areas that Soulkey can take advantage of. Once again, that Baneling just kind of in the heart of the army. We've got the follow button on it, zooming in on this one little guy. There's more Banelings now, but this was the first. He was the original.
First of his kind.
Prototype Baneling.
Oh, this looks overwhelming, though. That poor Baneling's never gonna get a chance. Sorry, Baneling. Oh no!
Oh!
Brave soul!
Takes out a Marine.
This is gonna be it, man. This is not an army that can deal with what Journey has, especially going down a ramp.
I would actually not have expected Journey to take on Soulkey like this.
Oh, for sure not.
But this is a really good game out of Journey. And looks like that's the last of the army. GG. All right, Soulkey will fall, and Journey won.